Ooh, that looks like fun, making bread. That is, not getting murdered. But in Victorian Britain, the line between those two was as thin as the crust on a freshly baked loaf. Because while it may seem like a piece of cake, baking was one of the deadliest jobs a person could have. These poor souls worked all night in the scorching heat, their lungs filling with clouds of flour dust. No wonder so many of them developed what was called Baker's-Lung, a slow suffocation with every breath. And it wasn't just the flour. Bakers were also at risk of severe burns from the ovens they tended all night long. Not to mention the exhaustion that came with carrying on their backs sacks of grain that were sometimes literally heavier than they were. And that's not even counting the child apprentices who did the same, except they were carrying the weight of their entire future on their tiny shoulders, too. But wait, there's more. Even the bread itself wasn't safe. To keep their prices low, bakers would adulterate their loaves with whatever they could get their hands on, whether that be chalk, alum, or even ground bones. So not only were these brave souls working in terrible conditions, they were also putting their lives in the hands of complete strangers. Every year, an estimated 300 people in Britain died from eating contaminated bread, most of them children whose families had no other choice but to buy the cheapest, most dangerous bread on the market. All right, now, let's take a moment to remember those who didn't make it home from the bakery. In the end, they paid for their bread with their lives. So the next time you slice a loaf, remember, the Victorian bakers who made it didn't make it out alive. Would you survive a day in their bakery?